Hello, dear ones. It has now been a little over 2 weeks that I am here, and things are moving rapidly. It has been exciting and fun and hard and all of the above. This was the second week of school, and we have just been thrown into everything. Pam and Rory and Emily were all saying that it all just kind of happened, and it happens all at once, and here it is, and it's go. We have been very blessed to be in a place where they know God, but they don't have a relationship with Him, a lot of them. So we are helping with the P1 class, which is first grade, which is so much fun because they're brand new. A lot of them are just entering the orphanage. Well, all of them are, and the teachers have been so open because they don't understand having fun in class. So these little 5-6-year-olds are just sitting there and having to repeat and write before they even know how to write. So we've been introducing songs. Emily knew the song as A is for apple, apple, and singing, and we'll read children's books and just be excited. And my favorite time is before class or between, and I'll jump with them, and they're on my arms, and we're swinging around. And today I had them. We skipped, and we jumped on one leg, and we jumped like a frog, and I asked what other animals they knew, and so we were walking like chickens and like dogs and like goats and making noises, and just so good. Today was the first day we went into the P2 class and helped out. There are kids that just repeat their classes. If they don't get high enough scores, they don't get moved up, but they don't get help either. They just retake it without having any extra tutoring, and everything here is score-based. They just need to make the marks to move on, and it's not retention or so we've been, the first day we take a bus in, and I sat next to the teacher over first P1, and he asked about how school is in America, and I was telling him that little kids sing songs and play games, and that it helps them to remember what they learned. So we're helping out and trying to help the kids that have either learning disabilities or just need a little extra help, with both Emily and my background being in behavior therapy and teaching. And so then we are also teaching a class to the P4 students, which is their highest grade in secondary school, which is equivalent to 11th grade. And we have decided that it is the BLA class. Biblical Life Application. They like acronyms for everything, so BLA, and that is good and stretching. It's on Wednesdays, and the first class we went through, and there's so many things that they want to know. We asked what they wanted to know, and just they are hungry, which is good. They want to know more, and not everyone here is at the school is Christian, because you have the orphanage and then you have day students that come in, and so it's exciting. But it's on top of that, they asked me to teach a computer class for the moms and the teachers, that because they don't have enough time, the computer the teacher. And on top of that, we're trying to give them mom strategies through our work on how to deal with their children and encourage them. And we were talking about positive reinforcement and how that works so much better. And because each mom is a widow and is pulled to be in charge of up to 8 kids. And it ranges from 5 to 18, 17. And that was another just amazing God thing, that they were open. And because we are here in this place that loves God, we were able to take our work, behavior therapy, and connect God more overtly, and have scriptures, and God's been revealing these scriptures that completely work, you know. It is amazing. And the moms were so open to it, and would say things like, wow, we've been doing this wrong all these years. And God's just been moving. The first time we did a class with them, we got a lesson from them about their culture and how things over the years have been changing. Like, for example, physical touch, they really don't do physical touch at all, especially male and female, and even mother to child. After, you know, they're babies, once they're toddlers, they really say that it's not something that they do, which for me is hard because I am so physical. I want to hold the kids. I want to hug them. I am such a hugger. I squeeze them tight, and they do the whole, like, you know, hug both sides, and it's just a gesture. It's not anything. So I'm like squeezing them and holding on to them, but they said that's something over the years that has been getting more lenient. That it is okay. You know, they'll hold your hand. You know, one mother had a testimony that she was sick, and her son came from very, very far away, and in the hospital she was about to fall over, so he caught her and held on to her. And now, every time he sees her, he gives her this huge hug, and that is something that doesn't happen. And so God is moving in a great way. I see it. You know, I see their hunger for Him. They just don't know. Today, another thing that we're doing is a discipleship class, club. It's called the Inspiration Club. And so today was our first actual meeting, and Emily spoke about her testimony and asked how many of these students knew the creation of Christ story. And out of a class of about 40 kids, only 3 knew this story, the gospel story, knew the you know, gosh, and they're sitting there and teaching each other, and you know, I see their hunger for God, but they need to know Him as love. You know, a lot of their sermons are condemning. You know, you need to be. We heard one girl speak, and you know, she was passionate, but it was, you need to be ready. Christ is coming back, and you know, are you ready? Are you ready? You know, He's going to be coming, and you need to be ready. Yet she never said how to be ready, or what that looks like. It was just be ready, but not the steps on how to do it. So, you know, we are excited that God is using us in that way, but it's overwhelming, and I'm really having to sit back and talk to my Father and ask Him, you know, what is it that you want me to be doing? Because there's so much that we could do, that we've been asked to do, but what does He want us to focus in on? So that is, you know, there's many things for you to pray for, and I am so thankful for you all. It's a big comfort knowing that you are there, and I am diligently trying to keep you updated, because that is hard for me, and especially doing this video is difficult, but I'm actually finding that I'm enjoying it. You know, it is important that you guys pray and keep us lifted up, and that Emily and I pray, and then I pray, and just keep pressing into God, because, you know, I can do nothing apart from Him. You know, I'm so overwhelmed, and trying to figure out what it is that I'm going to be doing. You know, I don't know what the future holds. I don't know. I have no idea. You know, when I get back home, I don't know what I will be doing. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet, and I don't feel like God has told me yet. But all I know is that He's good and He's faithful, and whatever it is, it'll be good, because He promises that. And so I love you all, and I'm excited for what God is doing. I am excited to see growth, because it is already happening. Oh, I need to tell you. So one of my favorite things is two of the girls that we picked from the bush. They're both in P1. Emily and I picked them with Reverend Deacons, and they are just the brightest girls, especially little Mercy. We thought her name was Immaculate, but it's Mercy. And gosh, we go into their class every day, and it's so much fun. But there's this one little girl, her name is Miriam, and she's adorable, and she's a little street kid that another missionary had come and got into a Tinawa with her brother and a couple other boys, and they ride the bus with us. So every day she grabs my hand and she wants to sit on my lap. And the last few days on the way home, you know, I love tickling them and making them laugh and like making them smile, and like you have to get them to look in your eyes, because they don't like doing that. They're very like, oh, you know, I'm fine. You ask them, how are you? I'm fine. You're like, no, how are you really fine? Are you just okay? Are you great? You know, Jesus loves you. And getting them to smile is my favorite. But so she will sit on my lap, and even today she sat on my lap, and she'll tuck her little arm between my arms and end up falling asleep. And you know, that attention is just, I love it. She's so sweet, and I tell her that she's loved, and I give her a little kiss and tell her that Jesus loves her, and I can see her little face light up, and just the comfort that she has to be able to fall asleep in my arms. And you know, she grabs my hand, and she wants to, you know, wants to skip and wants to, you know, I see them opening up. You know, this is the new generation, the generation that anything is possible. You know, I pray that they get to know God, how much He loves them, because He loves them so much. You know, each and every one is His favorite. I am His favorite, and so are you. And so yeah, that is my little favorite part of the moment, is the children are my favorite. So I love you, and I guess I will be doing this again. I don't know when. My light went out. Okay, so it's time to end. I love you. Goodbye.